Hey guys, Ancap24 here, coming back with another video out of the Broncos Playbook. Today we're looking at man press beaters specifically. A lot of people on YouTube have been asking me, how can you beat man press consistently? What play should I go to? This is what this video is going to be geared to. Have a play call sheet that's going to have all these plays, so don't worry about having to write them down. For a small donation, I'll be able to get you that play call sheet when you hit me up at ancap24@yahoo.com. Check the description for that information. So what we're going to do here is I got the Denver Broncos defense that I'm going against. They got three really good cornerbacks in Talib, Harris Jr., and Roby. It's going to be a little bit of a mismatch for my receivers. Even the linebacker that we're going against is Brandon Marshall. With my tight end Tammy, it's not a good matchup. The only matchup that we have as a decent one is Julio versus Talib, but that's not something where he lines up there all the time. So we're going to go ahead and show you how these route combinations and these routes specifically are going to be able to beat man coverage. I went through the entire Broncos playbook and picked out what I felt gave you the best success to beat man press. And the reason why I say that is because it's based upon personnel, and it's your route running, your release versus their press and their man coverage is really going to be the success of what you're going to have. So go through these plays, highlight what you like, highlight based upon your personnel, but these plays will work. And it's something that's going to be able to move those chains for you against press coverage. But definitely go in practice mode and make sure that you find out what works best for your personnel versus not. That's why I'm going to give you 30 plus plays here today to be able to do so. So this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, but it definitely is going to be able to be watched that you want, because you're going to be able to learn this for any playbook, what type of routes you're looking for. So let's go ahead and try it out here. First play is going to be called quick fade. And what we're going to do we're going to do it flipped. And we're going to go ahead and put the B on a smart route. We're going to put the A on a slant and put the RB on a swing. You're going to see that this B route is going to be unbumpable. It's going to turn your DB around a little bit, and then he's going to be able to get inside position once he makes the cut. Let's go ahead and show it to you here. And that time he didn't get as much inside position as I want, but we'll go ahead and he still can make the play because he does have inside position. But a lot of times on the cut, what he's going to be able to do is be able to kind of do a super burst. I'm going to kind of show it here. Right there, that's the throw you're looking for right there. See how he had that super burst and be able to do it. That does work consistently. If he doesn't get that super burst, then what you're going to see is that you can just be able to throw it inside and just kind of make sure there. But a lot of times he does get that super burst right there, and it's more consistent than not that it doesn't. That means that it does, and be able to get that play. Okay. Second play we're going to be looking at is going to be out of the Singleback deuce pair twins. It's going to be called PA Denver Y cross. You're going to see that I'm going just right down the list of exactly the formations that the Denver have in their playbook in order to make this work. So on this play, what you're going to do is going to put the B on a drag. You're going to put this RB on a fade and move him over and block your running back. This is going to get your A receiver wide open. He's on this unique route, this cross route, kills man coverage here, and you're going to see here that with the other route combinations, that's just a terrible throw. The other route combinations, you're going to be able to get this guy open without having anybody in his way, and that's why we draw it up the way we do. Go ahead and show it to you again here. This time with a little bit better success with my throw. Here it is. There's the throw, and you're going to be able to beat man coverage really, really simple on that. The next one's going to be staying in this formation. Is going to be called PAY corner. Let's go ahead and cue that up for you here. And let's go ahead, PAY corner. Let's get 4-3 cover 2 man. Okay, here we go. On this, you're going to run it two different ways. I mean, run it the same way, but two different options. You're going to put the RB on a flat route, and you're going to block your running back. Okay, so here it is. The first person you're going to see is this B route, doing this S route here. He's going to get inside. You're going to be able to fire it to him. Right, you see here, gets inside here. As soon as he makes that cut, you're throwing it right there. You're going to be able to kill that guy in the middle. He's going up against Talib right there. And the second way you're going to be able to do it is you're going to be able to hit this A receiver on the right-hand side on the corner. As soon as he does this, he's going to have a nice hard cut, and you're going to be able to beat that guy to the right. That's just a trail position that linebacker stays in, and you're going to be able to get that there. Let's go ahead and get out of this now. Let's go to the single back dice slot. And what we're going to see here, we're going to go against the PA draw shot. This time we're going to go and queue up cover 2 man out of a nickel. I'm going to move this back a little bit because we're going to have to need some room for this next play. Just make sure I get it right away before I forget. All right, so the first thing you're going to do here, all you're going to do is block your running back because you want to cancel that play action, and you're going to move this receiver here to the left. When you move him to the left, he goes ahead and stays on the line of scrimmage, and his route's going to be able to kill this on the cut up right there, and you're going to be able to get that throw in there pretty simply on that wheel route. Now, the second option on this, we're going to flip the play. And by flipping the play, we're going to get your number one receiver on this route. See that S route on the right-hand side. What we're going to do is the same thing here. We're going to block our running back. We're going to put the X now on a smoke screen. And you're going to see that this B receiver is going to be able to get inside coverage. I just got crushed by my running back. Let's try this again. He's going to be able to get inside coverage and be able to torch your man on cover two man down the field, cover two man press. All right, so here we go. X on a swing. X on a screen route. Here we go, right there. And you can see how wide open he is down the field. This is the freeze video that I've shown you guys. This just torches man coverage. Be able to run that when you see that opportunity to beat man coverage. They'll get out of it, trust me. All right, next play we're going to look at is going to be the PA halfback look. Let's go ahead and cue that up here. It's going to be very similar to using the S route from the slot position. Is a great man beater, so I want to make sure you guys see that. You're going to see a lot of times I'm going to do is use a lot of the same concepts here. See how that now the Y has it. Last time I had Julio on it. So what you want to do here is put the A on a fade, and then you want to cut off the play action by pressing the R trigger here and get it to your wide receiver on his cut. So here we go. We're cutting off the play action. Now he's going to do the inside cut. See how easy that beats man coverage, even when it's not Julio. Next time we're doing Hankerson, and he's able to beat that on the S route from the slot position. Next play we're going to be actually we're going to go ahead and stay in this play, do the same exact setup, but the C route now on the B side is going to be able to beat man coverage just as well. So go ahead here, cut this off. So when they do that, and get that ball right there. I kind of threw that off my back foot, unfortunately. I'm going to show it to you one more time, show you that it does have a little bit better success here. Cut that off and get that there on the C route, okay? So that C route does work really well. Not all C routes work. I want to make sure you know that. The C route does, okay? Let's go to the next one here. It's going to be PA stretch. This is going to be a unique one, and I want to make sure that you see this. I'm going to show you two different ways, but this one you want to practice, because if you don't practice it, it's not going to work for you, but it does work when you do practice it. Okay, so the first way you're going to do it is basically we're going to cut off the play action, and we're going to kind of kind of move to the left with our quarterback, creating a better angle to throw the ball to this B receiver, and you're going to be able to throw it to him. So watch, cut this off, move this to the right, and because you move it to the left, move to the left-hand side, that guy's going to be open on the angle of the throw. If you don't go to the left with them, you're not going to be able to get that same angle that you want. So let's go ahead and show this again here. You put the A on a streak, and you're going to cut this off, move to the left here, and then see how that guy makes up for that play. If you don't get the right angle, let's show it to you again here. A on a streak. So you're going to go cut this off. You're going to go back this way, and I'm just getting hit by that guy because I'm going right into him. Let's try this again here. And there's that throw that you're looking for right there. The second way I like this, and this is the other way I'm showing to you, is you move this guy over from right to left. And this time you can just block your running back. You don't need the motion here. But this is going to be a real nice opportunity to get this B receiver open here on his cut now. He's wide open over the middle, kills man coverage, okay? So you got two different ways on that. The angle route is definitely something that is a little bit of a higher end on the skill level. So if you guys are beginners, you're probably not going to want to try this here, right? But if you just want to use this play, just go ahead and motion him from right to left, okay? So let's go to the next play. The next play is going to be stick nod out of the single back wide trips. Stick nod is a man press killer, guys. It doesn't matter your tight end's ratings too much. It's one of those deals that just because of the route itself, it just kills it. So here it is. The A receiver right now, just do this as is. You don't have to change anything. As soon as the A makes the little cut, killing them right into the middle and be able just to kill man press. incorporate that if you guys haven't incorporated that in your offenses when it comes to man press. All right, the next one we're going to be looking at is going to be the strong close. And we're going to look at the wide receiver out. All right, so let's go to strong close, wide receiver out. Now, typically, wide receiver out is a great play to beat man coverage on the left-hand side here. Unfortunately, against the, if I do this and it's not pressing, you're going to see X is going to kill man coverage, right? It doesn't matter what it is. But when we press this, and this is why I'm doing man press beaters. Let me go ahead and queue up this defense here. Okay, so we're pressing him now, right? That route does not get open as well because he's pressed at the line. It's not an unbumpable route. So what we're going to do here now is get this A receiver. Now, so if it's a man coverage that's not pressed, hit that X. But if it is pressed, the A receiver is going to be open on that tight post route that he runs. How you're going to run this, though, is you're going to take the X and you're going to streak him, and you're going to move it to the left-hand side. And by doing that, all you're doing is you're just opening up the space for the A to catch the ball, because that way that free safety is not there waiting for him. So here you go. Here's the A. As soon as he does that cut, now you have that wide open spot, and you're going to be able to catch that really easily. Alrighty? So we just do some different things to give yourself more space to catch the ball. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go under pistol ace. We're going to run the play called counter strike. Counter strike is a great C route combination. I want to make sure you see this here. Pistol ace, and we're going to go to counter strike. Here we are, and I'm going to go ahead and queue up. Let's do right there. All right, so now on this play, you're going to go ahead and block your running back, and the ball is going to go to the B receiver. Now, look at the difference between the two C routes. That's why I say not all C routes are created equal. The left C route does not get open as well as the B C route does, because the B has a little bit of a more inside turn before he goes out, where the X don't. You can look at the 50-yard lines. You can see how much the B route, the red route there, goes a little bit more towards the middle than the X route does. So that's the route you want to hit, is the B route. So here we go. The B route's going to go here, and he's going to take this cut. And I kind of timed that wrong. I kind of waited a little bit longer. You really want to make sure that that's the biggest thing here, guys, is make sure that you time your routes correctly to be able to kill your man there. Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely, let's see here. Now, if I flip it, you can flip it without anybody knowing it. You can go to the X receiver here. You can see now I got a better receiver. And you can see how much easier that gets open with a better receiver. I'm going to go ahead and show you the opposite way. So now I'm going to show the X without using that route. Now this is the one I said is not as created as equal. It doesn't have as much of a sharp turn. It all depends on just what your route runnings are. The difference between Julio and White is huge. So your best bet is if you have your number one receiver on the left-hand side, to be able to you can flip it here and use that X route now, because it's a little bit better as the route that beats the man coverage. All right, so let's go ahead and show you the next play. It's PA power O. Let me see if it's in. Nope, it's not in there. Let's go ahead and look at it now. With PA power O, the same thing. It's going to be out of the pistol ace, and it's right there. Let's go ahead and queue up man coverage. Let's do a 4-3 because we got a double tight end set up here. All right, here we go. So on this play, you're basically going to put the B on a streak, and that's it. You're going to go ahead and you can keep the play action. You can cut off the play action. It doesn't matter. But the A receiver is going to be the receiver in which is going to be able to get open the easiest. Now, the X receiver as well has a very tough bumpable route. Okay, what I mean by that is that a lot of times he's going to be able to get the inside position. So what I do is I look at the X first. If I get it to the X, I'm going to get it to the X. If not, I'm getting it to the Y. So here I'm going to cut this off. Now the X does have inside position, so I'm going to throw it to him. But not always does he get inside position. A lot of times he does, but sometimes he doesn't. And we're going to go ahead and simulate like this time that he doesn't get inside position. We're going to be able to hit the A receiver now. Right there on that throw. Okay, so that's how you beat man coverage on both of those there on man press. The next play we're going to look at is the corner post, and that is in our audibles, so we're going to go ahead and do that, but we want to run it flipped, and what we're going to do is put the Y on an in. That's all you're going to do. You're going to see this X receiver is going the same bench route that we showed you on the first play of this video. He's going to be able to get inside cover, leverage, and be able to get down the field. This is one of those plays that I go to a lot because it just kills man press. It really does. All right, so Let's go to the next formation. We're going to look at pistol bunch tight end, something that was very popular last year that we're going to be able to go ahead and still use a little bit of this stuff this year. And what we're going to do is queue up nickel here because we've got 3 type of set. The first play we're looking at is going to be called flood. And what we do on this flood play is really simple. All we're going to do is hit this A receiver. A receiver, as soon as he makes the break to the right-hand side, you're going to hit it to him. So right here, he's going to go ahead here, and you're going to throw it right there. Literally against man coverage, nobody. You're going to see a lot of these routes I'm going to show you. You can hit that right away as soon as he goes ahead and he makes that cut. That guy just turns around. He just is not able to make a play on it. It's just one of those things where as long as it's not as user carry, you're going to be able to get this in, and without that guy being able to make a play, as far as he can hit the receiver, but he can't make a play. He just gets him twisted up. And this is very consistent. I'm going to show you other plays that have the same exact thing, but against man coverage, you're just hitting it right there. Okay. So just a real easy throw, easy read against man coverage. Usually people don't use that player. They usually use the middle linebacker on the left-hand side on this. All right, so the next play we're going to look at is the fake screen. Let's go ahead and get that out here. This is going to be, again, in pistol bunch. And the play is going to be called fake screen, like I said here. Let's go ahead and queue it up. Let's get the nickel coverage going. All right, here we go. On the fake screen, what we want to do is go ahead and put the B on a streak. Now, a lot of people, you like to use this B as the fake screen guy. God honest truth, when you do the press guys, it doesn't work as well because the guy just gets pressed at the line. But the Y works really well on press. So if you got press, what you want to do is you want to hit the Y here. He's going to go up the field and then right there, and be able to kill press out of that wheel. Very similar to the PA draw shot play, but you're going to be able to kill press with that, okay? The next play we're going to be looking at is the cross drag. Let me see if I have my audibles. I do. Perfect. So here's cross drag. What we're going to do on the cross drag play, we're going to put the A on a fade, and we're going to block our running back. And on this, we're going to go after the Y as a crossing route here. As that A clears everybody out. Oop. Saw that it was wide open. You have 2 crosses here, so you can, depending on what type of pressure you get, you can either hit the. Oh, let me get the cross drag. You can either hit the B receiver or the Y receiver. The Y receiver is the guy that I like to go to because he's got a little bit more yards down the field and be able to get down the field real easy on that. Okay, so that's the cross drag. Next thing we're going to look at is the pistol slot wing, and we're going to run the corner strike flipped on this play. So let's go cue this up here, and then corner strike flipped. And what we're going to do here, get our cover 2 man out of this, make sure that we're pressed up. We are. And what we're going to do here on the flipped play is we're going to go ahead and hit the C route on the left-hand side. Again, not both C routes are the same. The left one is the one that you want because it goes inside a little bit more than the other one does. And you're going to see here, all you're going to do is just destroy your man on that C route on the left-hand side. It's unbumpable, guys. It's something that you're going to be able to destroy it, especially because that's going to your number 1 receiver. Right? Let's go to pistol Y trips now, and we're going to play a play called inside under. I do apologize by how long this video will be, but it's definitely got enough information that you guys are going to want to watch it and get the guide, the play call sheet that goes with it. So here we're looking at the inside under. We're going to go ahead and get the cover 2 man out again. All right, let's make sure that we're here. All right, so here we are. Same concept as before as the flood play. We're going to hit this A receiver, but on the inside out, all we're doing is put the RB on a drag so we can get him underneath a little bit, and we're going to be able to hit this on his break right there. As you can see, it just kills man coverage, especially just hit it on the break to the outside. Next thing we're going to do is show you pistol trips. And you're going to see a lot of these next plays are going tight end. So if you have a good tight end, it definitely helps. I don't have a great tight end. My guy has only got a 73 route running, but he still is able to kill all these plays. I want to make sure that you know that so that you understand that it's not the player itself a lot of these times. It is the coverage, the route against the coverage. So here we go. The next play we're going to be looking at is called Bronco Flood in the pistol trips. Same exact thing. Look at this A receiver. I just want to make sure that you guys see that this is very consistent, that you can hit that. So I like this one a little bit better because it isolates the players to where he's on by himself over here. The next play we're going to look at is the PA comeback. And the PA comeback, after you kind of hit him on that a little bit, you can run on this here. And the PA comeback's got a great outside route that just torches man coverage. All right, so here we go. You can see this right here. They play trail the entire time on this A route here. And you can see how well this just destroys it. I'm going to talk about Jacob Tamme here. 73 route running, not a lot of speed, not a great tight end, average at best. Torching Brandon Marshall, who's a very good linebacker in coverage, right? So the next one we're going to look at is inside smash, and we're going to look at the same exact type route combination we did before. Let's show you here. Our pistol trips, inside smash is right there. And let's go ahead and queue up our coverage. You can see here, same type of situation with that A route. You're going to be able to kill it, just throw it right there. I want to make sure that you see that that is consistent. Now, what I like to go ahead and is change it up a little bit. I think it's got it on this. Yeah, the PA deep in is the next play I'm looking at. After they see that you're going a lot to the right guy, what you want to do here is called this play. All you're going to do is cut off the play action with the running back with the R trigger, and then you're going to fire it to the A. So once you think that they're going to go to the right, they're going to user it. And now you cut it inside. That guy didn't have the right cut. Let me show that again. He got bumped and his cut was all off. Usually that's a really sharp cut. So let's go ahead and show it to you again here. Alright, so here it is. Cut off the play action. There it is. And you're going to be able to beat him to the middle. So once you beat him to the outside a lot of times you're going to make some adjustments to where you're going to be able to try to cover that off. Then you come back in with that play, okay? The last play here in pistol trips is going to be the flood play. Let's go ahead and grab this here. And the flood play is right here. And you're going to see the same similar setup when it comes to this hard cut that you're going to be able to get to the tight end here. And all you're doing is taking the Y and you're motioning him to the right. And the reason why I do that, I just want to get more space to the left-hand side. You don't want the players to run in the same spot. And what you're going to do here is see that this A receiver is going to be able to torch his man underneath right there for easy yards. So, again, one of those plays that you can go outside or inside to the tight end out of this formation, really giving your opponent some headaches. All right, so the next one we're going to do is go to the gun dice slot. If you're on the play call sheet, we're on number 22 right now. So let's go ahead and look at this. Gun dice slot. I like the week here, and what we're going to look at is the Broncos fake rub. A huge play of a lot of success last year with this route. Still make it work in this year's game. Go ahead and show it to you here. I'm going to run two different ways here. You can either run it as is with the wide receiver, or you can motion to one step to the right and hike it. Okay, either or is going to work. Doesn't matter what. There's no other adjustments here. So let's go ahead and show it to you. Originally like that, you can throw it there to that guy inside, get a little bit of yardage there, or you can kind of do it this way where you hike it, take one step in, he goes outside, and then he goes inside, and it kind of just throws that player off a little bit. That usually is the more successful way of doing it, doing the one held snipe. Then also you're going to be able to hit this A route as well. So what I like to do is I like to run this here. Then after you run it once, everybody's going to jump that Y route. And then you can see that this A route here gets wide open on the right-hand side against man coverage. So it's kind of a 1-2 play. After you've shown them a couple times that you want to do it on the left-hand side, you come back to the A when you need it, and that guy's going to be wide open. All right. Next play we're going to do is to call the short post. Let me see if it's nope, it's not in my audibles. Let's go back to it. And this is going to be that bench route that I've been showing you guys that I really like against man coverage. Let's go ahead and show it to you. Short post right there, and you can run this as is. It's really just the route itself that gets torched. So you're still in man coverage. You see that B right there. You can see that it's going to get inside release. He's going to cut him up. That time he was able to get, obviously, he always gets inside position. But a lot of times he's going to be able to get even more free. It all depends if he gets, when he gets out of his break, does he hit the DB or not? If he doesn't hit the DB, he's wide open. If he hits the DB, he's just going to get, see he didn't hit the DB that time? See how he gets wide open? If he hits the DB, all that does is slow down his route just a little bit in all these bench routes that I'm talking about, and then you're just going to have inside positions. Right here, didn't hit the DB, we're good to go. See how consistent that is? That is a killer that you want to be able to use. The next one we're going to go to is the corner strike. Let's see if it's in it. It's not, all right. And we're going to run this corner strike play flipped. So let's go find it first. There it is. We're going to flip it. And what we're going to do here is call man coverage. Now on this play, what we're going to do is a little bit different than I've showed you on the other corner strikes, right? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the X on a comeback. We're going to put the B on a smart route. And we're going to motion him to the left, all right? So now we're going to use this B route, this corner route, to be something that we're going to use as a inside post release to be able to go ahead and, outside and then a post in order to beat man coverage. Something totally different than I showed you with the other C routes. I want to show you, make sure that you see this. All right, so here it is. You're going to be able to see the B gets up there, and then he's going to cut inside and be able to beat man coverage really, really easily. We also have a cross route on this, so it's nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and show this again here. Move this X on a comeback, move this guy over, and we're going to show you that this Y also gets open against man coverage on this cross. So a lot of times if there's any type of blitzes, as soon as he gets off that player, he's going to be able to get in there and go and get that easy catch over the middle. So if you have a little bit of a blitz, that guy's going to be a little bit better of an option for you. Let's go into gun snugs. You guys know that I like my gun snugs. I'll show you the best man beaters in gun snugs. Alrighty, let's queue up here. Now that it's in gun snugs, it's going to go because we're going to go ahead and run dime here. This way you have. What I like to do is make sure that we match everything up, right? So here's dime. The first place we're going to do here is the PA slot cross flipped. And what we're going to do on this play here, I have all different setups, but bottom line is the A receiver kills man coverage. So no matter what setup you do, I'm just going to go ahead and show you that the A receiver, you cut this off here, is going to just kill man coverage, right? Don't have to do anything to the play, that A kills it. So whatever you want to do the setup, make sure you hit that A receiver. Next thing we're going to do is the drive corner play. It's not in there, so let's go ahead and show it to you. Drive corner, I do put a one setup on there differently to make sure that you get the man coverage if that's all you're worried about beating. And let's go ahead and draw up the drive cover. There it is. All right, here we go. Let's get our dime here. All right. So what we're doing here on the drive corner is going to put the X on a flat. All right. So what I'm going to do is make sure that they're in press coverage here. All right. So when you put in press coverage, these guys get a little bit closer. So, like I said before, that X before I made him, well, I'll show it real quick. This X before will kill man coverage if the guy's not pressed. If it is pressed, it is a tougher release for him, and he doesn't get the same route. So you don't want to do that. So when you see that it's pressed, you want to put the X on a flat, right? And what you want to do with this play is basically there's two things. The B is going to get wide open on the cross, and then the A is going to get wide across, because both of them are non-bumpable, and it's just a matter of getting them open when they are. So here it is, the B first. You can see that he's just going to get right across the middle without doing anything. And then you're going to see also on this play that you're going to be able to hit the A on the in. So let's just put this X on a flat. Let's just make sure we do the same thing with making sure we press. And then here we go. You're going to see that the A, once he cuts in, he does a nice little juke there and be able to get inside. So both of those, you can kind of play the 1-2 route there on that play. Now, the slot cross is probably my favorite man beater in this as far as the type of separation that you're going to get here. So what I like to do here on this slot post is go ahead and cue this up here first. Alrighty. Slot post. And what you're going to do is get this wide receiver. He's not, Roddy White's not a fast receiver at all, but watch the separation he gets. Why don't we go ahead and just make sure that we are in press coverage first off. Alright, here we are. And you can see here, Y gets this across the middle every single time. He's able to get off that and be able to just beat it. It's just a hard play for our user to be as well because of the way we always do everything. And then the second way we're going to do it is we're going to be able to use this. You know what? I didn't do it. I like it, and that's the biggest thing. I'm going to flip it, okay? When I flip it, I want my A receiver doing that A route, right? You saw that it worked with Roddy, but it didn't work to as much success, only because of the fact that it's Roddy White. But if you use your number 1 receiver, watch the separation hits here, and you're going to be able to get a lot of separation and a lot of yards. I use this on a when I know I need something. I usually go to that. Now the second option with it is not to flip it and get it to this A route. And on this A route, you're going to see that he's going to be able to get this here, and he's going to get inside information. Position on the post and be able to kill it as well. So both of those are man beaters that I go to a lot to mix in with my gun snugs formation scheme that I do with that one. Now let's go to empty. We got 4 plays here with empty. So let's go ahead and show you those, and this will be the end of the video. Thanks for staying with me. I know it's been a long grind with all these plays, but I think that you're going to be able to really enjoy knowing how to beat man coverage, and that's why I did it this way. Okay, so here we are with empty. Why don't we just go with a quarters formation? It doesn't matter. I'll try to do like a quarters with 2 men up. All right. So here we go. It doesn't matter. Man up, 3 deep. That's fine. All right. So first play is going to be Denver shot wheel. All right, and what you're going to do is basically take this this X receiver, and you're going to move him to the right. When you motion to the right, he's going to stay right there. What that really does is it clears out their ability to do this Y wheel route, right? And what we're going to do with this wheel is basically just hit him as soon as he gets that cut up, and be able to catch that and go up there. Now you can see how that guy got in the way, and what I didn't do. Let me show you here. When you move this guy to the right, my bad, what you kind of want to do is also put him maybe on a fade, so that way it keeps that one guy there. I cut that off a lot and be able to get that down the field with that. You can see that guy is making a good play on that. You don't necessarily need to put this guy. Actually, you do, because when you move this up, see how Hankerson goes there? That is something that you need to do to make sure that this works. You also have the ability to... I didn't get it that time. Let me get down here. Is really attack that player. So it's a quick hitter. You have that free safety there. And a lot of times I do go after the free safety on this. You put the X there. As soon as he makes his cut, you're going to see... You're going to be able to catch that ball, and it's just consistent that you catch it before they get it and get down the field. Obviously, if they make their user, that's going to be an easy one. If it's not a user, just make sure that you catch it as you go. All right. So the next one, and the reason why this is and on this play it's not working as well, you can see that because I have a third guy in the middle as far as a zone, that guy can play the left side quicker. When he does it, he has to play the middle first. So that's why he's jumping. I'm trying to figure out why the guy's jumping it so quickly. The reason why is because of that. So let me just show you like on a big dime where the guy can't play that play as quick. And I was trying to figure out why the guy is doing that. All right, so let's try this again here. So same thing, move this guy over. Doesn't really matter. So now he has to play the middle of the field a little bit more. And that's how you're going to work it a little bit better. So as long as they don't have that 3 deep coverage like you just did, you're going to see how that's going to be a lot more effective than what I was showing you earlier, just because of the fact that with that guy can play the left side a little bit more. So there it is. Kill it right there, right? So, and because it's 5 wide, it's a really quick throw, right? So here we go. The next play is going to be out of empty tray. Let's see if it's in a thing. It's not. Let's go ahead and get it. And that's just the stick nod play. Again, I was telling you before, this is just a great play to go to. Especially if you've gone already. The first thing you did is you hit that guy on that quick hitter. And then you come back to this. What ends up happening is just people got their eyes to the left. So now you got the stick nod, does the quick in. And you'll be able to just torch it right up the middle of the field. The next one, which is going to be the last formation here, is the gun empty Bronco. And we're going to show you this snick dot as well. Out of that, to complete all the man beaters that I like in this book. And, oop, I picked the wrong play. Maybe it's in our audibles. Doesn't matter, let's get out of this. And we're going to be able to hit that same stick nod here at the end here. Let's get it going here. All right, here it is. And, all right. So what I like to do here is the first way is just leave it as is, hit this A, and you're going to be able to, have that for days, guys. It really is. So make sure you're in that arsenal. Now, the last one, you take the RB, and what you do is you move him a step to the left and you quick hike him. And by doing so, you're going to be able to do this route a little bit and be able to get that open a lot quicker. That guy took a little bit more time than he normally does, but a lot of times what you do is you're able to take this and you still be able to get that down the field a little bit more. Sometimes he even doesn't get held up, and he has a nice little, you work that angle a lot right there, especially as everybody goes up the field. What I like to try to do is, be able to, if I don't do that, see how it just takes a lot longer, and then you get it in there. So it all depends on how you make it work, but you can see it's a 1-2 combination. On the stick route, you're going to have the tight end first. And as they start trying to cover that manually because they can't cover that with their player, then you come back on man press and get it to the RB receiver right there. And it's just a really, really tough combination. Then you come back and go with the one step, and either they're going to either watch the RB, or you can hit the stick guy. Just kind of a little fun thing back and forth, just to throw them same play with 3 or 4 different looks. So that's your man press beaters, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this was definitely help for you. I told you not to write it down because I do have the play call sheet available. It has all these setups in both PlayStation 4 and Xbox version. Hit me up at ancap24@yahoo.com. I have it in the description if you want to get it for a $2 donation to be able to get all 30 plays and all their setups to really be able to mix in man with your zones that you're able to use. Appreciate the follow, guys. You have a great day. Thank you.